All right, boys. Welcome to Operation Cipher USA KMT turn for June. I think it's June now of July 1939. We've crossed the threshold, so we get to do a whole bunch of extra fun things now. But I am going to start trying to do things in the correct order. So before we get to all the fun things, we're going to do KMT because that is first on the turn order. So KMT has $6. It will be purchasing 3 militia. Ignore this, that's for later. And it does have a combat move. We are going to be attacking here in Kwantung, where there is a single militia, and that is it. We will be taking a mountain infantry, a regular infantry, and a second regular infantry. So this will be 3 units attacking the 1 militia. So these 2 infantry do automatically retreat on a 10, 11, 12. It does not apply to mountain infantry. It specifies that it is regular infantry and cavalry. So mountain infantry does not. I don't know. I'm getting these dice ready. These are the wrong dice. But here they are. We're going to clone that. So there's those 2. Actually, I'm just going to grab these. So, that is the only combat move for China. So we're going to have this, our 2 infantry, our 1 mountain infantry. 2 infantry are both at 1s, and the mountain infantry is at a 2 because it's a mountain infantry. There is no river between here. I checked that. And then we have our 1 militia at defending at 2. So, round 1, nothing. The militia gets... Actually, that's a retreat. So 1 of the infantry automatically retreats and goes back. So this is gone. Round 2. That's a hit from the mountain infantry. And nothing from the militia. So, militia dies. I'll get rid of this marker. And China gains a territory with 2 units. I just realized I did not pay attention to what the infantry roll was for this guy right here. I didn't think it was a 10, 11, 12, but if that's wrong, someone call me out on it. I can also rewatch the video afterwards and let everyone know. But I take this land zone of Kwantung, and a couple things happen because of that. KMT goes up to 3. I thought I was already at 1. Yeah, I don't think I got moved down from this. I think I'm at 3. And then Japan goes down 2. And Japan loses one of these things. So I'm just going to put it down here because they're probably going to take it back at some point. But they do not have this zone, so they do not get that bonus currently. We also technically have a major port now, but I don't think it would work this turn for Lend-Lease, so that is why I did not act on it this turn. I think I have to do it next turn, if I still control this next turn. But that is it for movements for KMT. I'm not going to do any non-combat movement. I'm going to maintain this army sitting here. So we're going to go to place the units. I'm going to grab my 3 militia. We're going to go, I can't place it in my newly conquered zone, so we're going to go 2 in here with the rest of the stack, and then 1 up here in Tibet. We're just going to, that's not what I meant to do. So this is a stack of 6 militia now. 6 militia, 4 infantry, 2 mountain, 2 anti-air, and 1 artillery. We take Kwantung, and I believe that ends the Chinese turn. We gain 3 points. Sorry, this went down to 0. We gain 3 plus 2 more from the Burma Road for a total of 5. That is it for China. we go on to US, who gets to do a income roll. It's a D12. And if this is a 3 or above, then I get a new tier unlock, or whatever you want to call it. A 7 will do it, so that'll put me at 39, tied with the Japanese again. So I do indeed get this, and I can start moving my ships, which is good, because I was kind of hoping that would happen. I spent a bunch of time typing in Discord about that. We have our 5 tech rolls, so that'll be improved construction, jet fighters, long-range aircraft. We're still trying to get on the board for it. I think we're the only... I guess the communists aren't on the board for this yet. I'm pretty sure they're on the board, so I'm going to put that down here. Heavy strategic bombers and strategic rockets, we're finally going to start trying for those. So, let's see if we get anything. Improved construction is a miss. Jet fighters is a miss. Long-range aircraft goes up. Bombers is a miss, and rockets is a hit. So we get 2 hits on new technologies, so nothing goes up past into stage 3 territory, but we get the first 2 hits on 2 new technologies, which I guess we'll take it. That's not terrible. Okay, after that is purchases, which we just have a bunch of Lend-Lease. So at the request of Great Britain, we're spending $6 on, or sorry, we're spending $3 on a FEC infantry. We're spending $6 on a French submarine. And we're spending $4 on a KMT mountain infantry. We shall go to our non-combat movements. Woo! Very exciting. We're taking these 2 units here, who currently have a movement of 4. They are leaving port, so they're in this sea zone automatically, and then they can move 1, 2, 3, 4, and they will go on escort duty right here. I was checking in the rules, and any sea zone that has a raider, so this wouldn't apply for this guy, but on his next turn, if he wants to continue raiding in this, or I guess if he wants to raid in this sea zone, it will be this sea zone as well. Any ships that are in this sea zone automatically get 1 shot at that target before they get to do their raid damage. Just thought I would mention that because I don't want that to come out of the blue. This stack is going 1, 2, 3, and is escorting there, and these 3 destroyers are going from their sea zone 1, 2. So this is home country, so it's technically 1, 2, 3. So they have more movement than that. But, so again, this is 1, 2. This is within 3 of home country, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because if you move 2 away from home country. Yep. So I got to set up all of these as escorts. Boom. Boom. And boom. Let's get rid of these markers. All right, and that is literally every sea zone that I can reach. If it was the other way around, where you can move, you get 3 sea movements away, I could have hit this stuff down here and started escorting down there as well, but that is not the case. So instead, the only place on either of these 2 lines that is not being escorted is the only spot this submarine is. So that's good for Germany, I guess. A couple other non-combat moves. We're going to move all of these transports to be together in the same port right here. And then we're moving these subs up 1. I'm going to get rid of these 2 port icons and make this one slightly larger. I also read in the rules while I was going over this that you can't have carriers be loaded when they are in port. which is weird because they started the game like this. So if we want to say that they can stay on here because it specifically says to start the game this way, then I will leave them on here. But otherwise, I'm just going to move them and they are going to join the bomber here in Washington, D.C. Good enough. All of those are going to stay together. We'll get rid of this for now. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo-ba-doo-boo. I like to make weird noises. Go back over here. I also checked out the moves for strategic naval, or checked out the rules for strategic naval moves over here. Basically, you get 5 squares of movement, which doesn't actually get me anywhere helpful, I don't believe. I didn't check this one actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not going to get me anywhere close enough. Okay. And then I tried checking on the Philippines here, and I could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which gets me 2 spaces away. And same thing if I go through Hawaii, it gets me 2 spaces away. But it doesn't really get me anywhere closer. So that's going to be where that is all sitting at for now. These submarines are actually going to move up 1 space. I can't move these out here because this is not home country, so I can leave these ships in port here. But I can't move ships out to join that fleet because it is technically not home country. I am going to move this transport back to this port, though, so it is with the destroyer. And with that, I believe we are... Oh, no, I wanted to move this TAC bomber 1, 2, 3, 4 here onto Hawaii. It doesn't say anything about you can't move planes, and it is within my own territory. If it's wrong, then it's just going to move back to San Francisco. I guess this fighter would come with it. But just let me know if I need to do anything different with that. So let's place our units. All these are getting Lend-Leased. So we go up here to China and give them theirs up through Burma Road. And give them another mountain infantry, so they're back at the 3 mountain infantry, plus now the 1 down here. We have the Far East Command who requested 1, so we're going to add that onto their card here. And then we have this French submarine, which is going to go and join this fleet here with the Free French battleship. And then obviously the entire British fleet that's sort of sitting on this card. There you go. Alright, I believe that does it for us, as in US. I gained 39 in addition to the 8 I already have, so that puts me at 47, unless I'm very bad at math, which usually is not the case, but sometimes it happens. Yep, 39 plus 8 should be 47. And that is where I will end the turn. I'm going to double check I didn't miss anything. Pretty sure we're good. I don't have any recruitment roles or anything. That's mostly for Great Britain or USSR, or I guess Germany now as well. We have our 3 escort groups. Yep. Okay. I feel like there was also a rule in there about you could specifically attack escort ships. But obviously if you attack American escort ships, then you are bringing me into the war. Unless there's a rule about that I didn't know about, in which case, then I guess it's fine. All groups do have a destroyer, and at least 2 ships, this being the only 2, everything else has 3. Alright, that is where we'll end the turn. I'm going to go ahead and grab our turn markers and move it up to January of 1940. Over here, and over here, which means our cavalry are no longer available, and starting this turn, everybody besides Germany is going to be able to buy all the fancy things. Yeah, that will be it. See you guys.